Alright, it's 11:12 a.m. Friday, March 17th, 2023. Okay, you can tell I'm doing my makeup. I already started with my MAC paint pot in Princess Cut. This one, clearly. It's a very pretty pink, sparkly color. And I started with my Dior Black Bow eyeshadow. This is what they look like. I started with this color. I think I'm going to go in with this one next, or this one, I haven't decided yet. I might pick another color for the last color, because these look a little too dark for the final color. Except for the white one, I'm not really sure about that one. Because I'm just not a fan of the color white. Don't hate it, but I'm just not a fan of wearing it for, like, everyday use. And I haven't done my makeup in a little while, so I thought, hey, I'll do it on video. And I don't have all my matching brushes, so the first two I was using are by Sephora, and this one is by Morphe. But hey, a brush is a brush. If it works, it works. So, yeah. And I chose the brown color because I like brown. And I sparingly use this stuff because it's expensive. First of all. Second of all, I have never had anything by Dior in my entire life. Like, I can probably think of one thing I had, and it was when I was really little. But I don't remember what it was called. It was some kind of lip gloss. It was a red lip gloss, and my mom took it away from me because I was too little to have something red. Now she doesn't say anything because I'm an adult. So, I mean, she might tell me it looks stupid on me if it does, but now that I've gotten older and my makeup skills have slightly gotten better, she won't hardly say anything unless it actually does look stupid on me, and I don't blame her. I would do the same thing for her. Okay, so I think we did for this one. Just going to tap off the excess. Sorry, my eyes look crazy. My lips are dry as crap too, so I should probably be moisturizing them while I do my foundation. I'm trying to get into the habit where I do my foundation second because sometimes eyeshadows have fallout. But because I did an eyeshadow primer, this one may not. But I can't speak for the one I'm about to use. Trying to debate on my Tarte palette here, or my Sephora one. I'll probably pick my Tarte one because it has more sparkly colors in it. And I'm using a pillowcase, an old pillowcase, as a way to protect my clothes. Because I can't find that white apron I had. I could have swore I put it in the washing machine with my clothes. But it is time to get a new one, I know. Make sure this is all cleaned off before I put it up. I got two of these Dior bags somewhere. I don't know what I did with the other one. This is mine. It's got all my stuff in it. This little tiny bit of stuff is like the first ever actual bit of Dior stuff I have had in my entire life. I think I put the bag over here, actually. Yeah, I did, right here. And there's a little bit of stuff in it, too. My mom gave up her Dior liquid lipstick, lip gloss. I think it's a lip gloss. And her Dior lipstick case. She didn't want it. So now I got two of them. I'm like, cool. I'm not letting anybody else take that case. My sister already has one, and she doesn't even use it. I said, if you get rid of that, I want that case. She said, okay. Because my sister is notorious for giving me stuff like that, because she knows I like makeup. Like, I've been playing with makeup since I was 7 years old. That's how much I like it. Oh, it's up here. It's not Tarte, it's Too Faced. I put all my Too Faced stuff together because that's just what I like to do. I usually try to do this, and it doesn't usually work or always work. I like to keep all the brands together. This is the Too Faced Pretty Rich palette. I've had this one for a long time. This is one of my favorites. And you can see why. It's got all these sparkly colors in it. And I got a couple more by Too Faced last year. Let me retuck this in. I missed that apron. I can't even find my kitty cat one. I know I had that one not long ago, too. I'm sure it's here somewhere. I'll find it later. Not a big deal. I think I'm going to pick either Fluent in Diamonds or Diamonds for Breakfast. And this has got a built-in mirror, so I don't have to hold a mirror at the same time. The Dior palette did, too. And I like palettes like that so you can see what you're doing better. I have terrible vision. And I'm hoping to get a new pair of glasses this year because we are all talking about going to go get our eyes checked again. And I said we should do that every year, even if we get our old ones, you know, and just put new lenses in them. Because I have a couple pair I still like that are out of date in prescription. Like Gwen Stefani OGXs, and my mom said, I'm sure we could do that. And I said, good, because if I bring them with me and they can't do it, I'm going to be, like, very pissed off. We bought them at the place we go to. It's just that we bought them when we still lived in South Carolina, the same place. And I said, I'd be willing to pay for mine this time. The thing is, just this one time in my life, I'd like to get a pair by Gucci. The one with the green and red arms, and the black frames or the brown frames on the front. But we'll have to get them used because they're super expensive. And I don't care for Gucci that much, like their purses and stuff. I just want one pair of Gucci glasses. Just my whole life, one pair. Just because when I was a kid, everybody had the one thing that they wanted. If I'm going to pick something expensive to own, it's going to be a Gibson guitar. And even that will have to be used because they're expensive. That turned out pretty. I chose Diamonds for Breakfast. I have to brush my brows down before I finish this off. I gotta find my brow brush. I only have one brow brush. Which, you know, is really all you need, but I need to have a backup one in case this one breaks. I have another one somewhere, I just gotta find it. I think it's in my Sephora case. Now this does have a little bit of fallout on it, so it makes me glad I didn't do my foundation yet. Oh, here it is. It's a little short pink one. I'm used to it being a tall white one. My e.l.f. brand doesn't matter about this kind of stuff. I'm sorry about the light, I just noticed that. I just changed bulbs in those like a few months ago, and they're supposed to last up to a year. And I should have marked the date on one of them when I changed it, like on... Wait, where would I mark it? It could probably fry the fan. But anyway, I should have marked the date somehow, like on a piece of paper or something. Maybe on the box of the next set of light bulbs. Because I still have a set that has 6 in there. Alright, so I just haven't done this in a while. I just have been feeling down in the dumps, I guess, because it's getting cold again, and that depresses me. Cold weather does nothing for me. I was hoping by now we would be back down south. So yeah. Quit falling down my shirt. I don't have anything else to use right now. I wish I knew where my aprons were at. I use the aprons to protect my clothing, clearly. So, you know. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to do foundation. And then this beautiful Dior blush. This is the color I have right here. This is called 556 limited edition blush. I have heard of Christian Dior before. I mean, almost everybody has at some point. You've heard of their perfumes or their bags or whatever. I've just never had anything by Christian Dior. In fact, my most expensive perfume is in my hand. It's Vive la Juicy. This is my first ever brand new bottle of it. Get me a little bit away from the light. I'm doing my El Maquillage foundation. This is shade 040. Woke Up Like This. I'm about out of this one. I have another one at 035. I've had that one for a very long time, so it's probably time I get a new one. Now with this one, a little bit goes a long way. So I don't need much, but I'm going to leave it out in case I do. And I usually start on my forehead, but we're starting down here. And we are going to start blending on my forehead because I just washed my hair and I don't want to risk, it blending into my hair, which some of it likely will. So I'm not going to hold my breath on it being perfect. This might be a little bit more yellow looking than the other one. That's fine. So yeah. This one I got when I was a little bit more tan. Like, in the summertime I ordered it. Like the last month it was warm. And it took about a month for them to send. And I'm sorry about the horrible breakouts on the side of my face. I don't know why they keep coming back and going away and coming back and going away. It's just like every time they start to clear up, they come back. And I use acne medication on my face every night. So, yeah. Try to do my best here to make it look good. I just haven't done my makeup on video, by the way. I've done it a couple of times. Between now and then, like for my dad's birthday a few days ago. I'm just trying to get back into the habit of doing it every day. Like the whole time we were in Colorado, I think I wore it one time. And that was when we went out to eat. And I didn't get to film much when we were in Colorado. That was the most recent exciting thing we did, and that was back in November. Now, we did look at some houses when we were out there. Sorry. But to be respectful of the owners, I did not film while we were out there very much because... Sorry, my thumb was starting to hurt. I just didn't think that it was respectful to film when we were out there because we were living in an RV that was less than 30 foot long. Yeah. And we had to do that like the literal entire 9 days we were out there. So, yeah. It's gonna start raining here in a minute. If you are a southerner, you pay attention to the weather usually? And some southerners are just so used to it, we just ignore it. Like, we're so used to rain, we just ignore it usually. Just making sure this is all blended out nice and good. I did bring some stuff with me in case we, like, went somewhere really nice. Like, we went to the Pepsi Center in Denver, which I highly doubt we were going to do because we didn't have a car, we didn't have a lot of access to anything. And hopefully we'll get to do something again this year. Like, we're heading to South Carolina. Me and my nephew and my dad. But my mom has to stay here and look after the house and the animals and, everything. So, not all of us are going to be together. It's going to feel kind of weird for my birthday. Because we leave on my actual birthday. I said, don't you think it's going to be a little weird that we're going to be separated for the first time in years on my birthday? And she said, well, it's not really the first time, remember? And I said, well, yeah, but for me, it's going to be weird because I'm used to being around everybody on my birthday. So, yeah. I'm going to use this highlighter brush as a blush brush. I'm not very good with blush, so I might have to correct this here in a minute, and I know I gotta do mascara and stuff. I will do that last because it takes a lot longer to dry, even if it is waterproof. And I will probably pick a MAC one. I haven't decided which one I want to pick yet. So I'm picking the Dior Rouge Blush 556 limited edition. It says it's made in France, so I'm assuming that's French for edition limited. It says edition limited. It looks exactly like the words edition limited, so I'm assuming that's what it says. If I think it looks silly, I will put some highlighter over it. Let's try to accent these cheeks a little bit more. And I've learned that doing these kind of face movements will make the blush look a little bit more natural, or the highlighter, depending on what you're wearing, or if you wear blush and highlighter, that's cool too. I don't like them both combined. I mean, depending on what you wear, if you like it that way, that's fine. My right side always turns out looking better than my left, so I'm trying to train myself to make it look better equally. Even if that means alternating between sides sometimes. And I can't see very well out of my right eye, so I try to rely on my left a lot. Like, it's been that way since the beginning of my life for me. Vision problems run in my family like crazy. Am I crazy about that? No. Let me add a little bit more. Looks like this brush has some highlighter built into it. Sometimes I just do this because this is usually how I smile. And sometimes I just don't smile throughout the day. Like, today may be one of those days where I just don't smile at all. I hope it's not one of those days because, that would be sucky, Sometimes I take my finger and do this to take away the harshness. I don't hardly ever wear blush at all. I think I own like 5 blushes right now. And this is number 6. Okay, so alright. Okay, so I'm trying to put them all in the same case. I really need to take some of this stuff out of here because some of this stuff is made for a skin type that's not even mine. It's made for dry skin. I'm oily skinned. I just wasn't going to let things like the lipstick case slide out of my hands. Let me put this back up here. Even though these next few parts don't really require me to use a brush at all. Just an eyelash comb. See, I got 3 of them up here, so I got all 4 accounted for. And a makeup wipe. What did I do with the makeup wipe? I know I put one out. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just thought I did. Move you over for a second because I gotta get to the makeup wipes. Oop. This is also where I keep my little mini fridge. I got a mini fridge for Christmas. It's shaped like an Xbox, and I was like, that is so cool. I wish it lit up on the inside. I had one that lit up on the inside, but because the cord went bad, it died. I was like super pissed. I had it for 3 years. Last year the cord went bad and it died. It was only a $20 fridge, but it still worked pretty great. It's been through several power outages, and one time the power goes out for 3 days, it kills it. I was like, seriously? It's been through several of them. It's on a surge protected strip, and this is what kills it. Lovely winter time. Now, I do have an eyelash curler. It's just they're really hard to get to right now, so I need to do this with this. So I'm done with this part. And I got 2 more of these brush holders. They're not by Mary Kay, but if I get another one by Mary Kay, then I'll have 4. That's cool. Be able to put all my brushes out. Okay, so you get this MAC Up For Everything Lash Mascara. This is one of my favorite ones. I got this the year before last for Christmas, and I wanted to get a new one this year, hopefully for my birthday. Hopefully we celebrate before we leave, because, you know, it just doesn't feel right celebrating a week after, because we're going to be in South Carolina for 5 days. It's going to take a day to get there and a day to get back, so 7 days in total. It's going to feel weird going to South Carolina and not being able to go to the beach or go to Beaufort at least. I mean, I'll be surprised if we go to Beaufort at least. That would be nice to visit some old friends and family. But whatever I film down there, I will upload down there, because we will probably have better Wi-Fi at the hotel than we will ever have here. Like, just put it this way. You know the Wi-Fi is bad when your phone makes a better Wi-Fi router than your actual Wi-Fi router. And I know I got some of that in my brow. I'll get it out here in a minute. Not my first rodeo getting it out. Just like that, it's gone. My brow's a little wet looking now, but that's alright. I know there's a little bit down here. Let's take care of that too. Now that might be a little bit harder to take care of, but I have a hack for that. Put on eyeliner. I will do that here in a minute. I just gotta find one. I think I know where one's at. Don't want to risk taking off any foundation because this foundation is actually incredibly hard to blend. But it is super easy to get off. It's like one of my favorite ones for that reason. So yeah. And my right lashes are definitely longer than my left, so there's that problem too. I'm not very coordinated with my left hand, so that's probably why these ones always turn out looking better. But I have trouble reaching over here, usually. In particular on the bottom, so... you dip a little bit more. This one looks like it's about to expire. Now there's a little hack for making your mascara last a little bit longer. Some people spray Max Prep and Prime into them, but what I do is I just clean off the little thing that you twist your mascara onto every time, and that's how you can prolong life, by reducing the amount of air that it touches. That, and when I was actually a kid, a couple of them actually stuck together like nail polish bottles, and they were like super hard to get open, so I discovered that trick because I couldn't get it open again. So, you know, it helps clean it off and it helps make it more accessible. Like doing this. This is my favorite one, so I do plan on getting a new one. Also, some people don't tell you this, but their brands of mascara will last slightly longer than their shelf life. Like, they can last up to 2 years if you don't share them with anyone else. But if you do share them with someone else, I highly recommend getting a new one after a year, or maybe 6 months. Like, my sisters and I, we used to pass things down like crazy. And that's why my mom would get each of us a new one every year. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not sharing a mascara with somebody else. Sorry. Oh, here's my other one. This is the one I originally wanted, but I was like, whatever, I'll just work with what I got. Let's see if I can find that eyeliner. I know they're right here. Yeah, here they are. Now, it doesn't matter if you use black or brown. I just picked up the wrong color because I didn't want to use Avon's gold one. Not that Avon is a bad brand, it's just not dark enough to cover up this one. I have a brown one by NYX. I have a black one by Lottie London. I think I have a black one by NYX as well. That's open already. Maybe I threw it away. Because I have to open this one, and this one's a pain to open, so we'll just use the Lottie London AM to PM one. I don't know what the name of the color is. Let's just see here. Oh, it's just called black. Cool. It's a black Lottie London eyeliner, and this stuff is like so hard to get off. You basically have to take a piece of sandpaper to get it off your face, metaphorically. And it goes on really easy. And I know I'm turning more toward the light than I am the camera. I really need to get my tripod set back up. Until I get a light over here, that's how it's going to have to be. And I'll refix those bottom lashes here in a minute. I just want to do this first. And now you see, it looks like I didn't do anything wrong. That's my hack for it. I just gotta do the other side really quick. And that makeup wipe again. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is, right here. I know I had another one out. I don't know what I did with that one. It's possible I just threw it away or didn't get one out. Do this really quick with the lashes. Alright, so I'm going to re-put this back up. Then I got to set my face in place really quick. My setting sprays are up there. I put them up there so that they wouldn't like tip over or anything like that or leak out, so yeah. Thinking about doing my nails too, but I don't know. Not really normally a nail polish girl. I'm just using a clear coat to strengthen my nails. And here in a few more days I will take nail polish remover and remove it and reapply a new coat. Because I used an electric nail file to remove my gel polish, and it kind of weakened one of my nails. Because I don't know my own strength, I don't guess. This is the one that it ruined. It actually hurts too, to open up soda cans or anything like that. It actually hurts. And if I'm talking about it, it actually does hurt. Okay, so that's done. Alright, so let me reach up here for setting spray. Which one do I want? There we go. We're going to use the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. I'm going to leave that down so I know which one I'm using. I'm going to wipe off my lips. Got a little bit of foundation on them, that's alright. And then we're going to put on, wrong one. This Dior lip plumper. I don't need them, I have naturally plump lips. But I just wanted to try it out again. I think I'm going to use the tiny one. So if I take it somewhere with me, and I by chance lose it, it doesn't upset me like it would the big one. So yeah, this is the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer with hyaluronic acid. I know from the other one, but I'm checking to make sure this is the right one. This is what it looks like up close. Little pretty pink one. This is really tiny, like it's actually smaller than my pinky, if you can't tell. And I have pretty small hands. Or I might still use one of the big ones, because it's all the same thing. It's not like I plan on getting rid of them, so... I'm gonna leave it sitting out. Put this up so it don't fall on the floor and break. And yeah, my mirror shut itself off. Okay. Put that on the floor so I don't lose it. The mirror drawer. Duh. Sorry, I'm tired. Anyway, this is the finished look, and all I gotta do is pop in some hoops. This one plus 2 other pairs. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. I don't know what time it is. Hey Google, what time is it?
It's 11:50 a.m.
Hey Google, turn on the Xbox. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna go. Peace. Bye.